What's up, Sunshine? I'm Coy Wire. This is CNN 10. Happy Monday. Hope you had an awesome weekend. I'm excited to start another week with you. Cover the news we can post a from the happening around the world all in 10 minutes time. So let's set the tone. Let's set the tempo for the week. Dig deep in Summer Nut Monday motivation. Alright, we begin today with an historic funeral on Saturday. But Pope Francis was right into Vatican City. Thousands of people from around the world gathered at St. Peter's Square to witness the ceremony, including current US President Donald Trump and former President Joe Biden, the President of France, the Philippines, India, and Finland, as well as Prince William of Wales, attended the funeral in place of his father, King Charles of the United Kingdom. Across the world were takers, solemn monuments, followed by many of more than a billion Catholic worldwide and others. The Pope. The White House says the talks unexpected unexpected moment just before Pope's funeral. President Donald Trump and Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky met in the Vatican to discuss the war with Russia. Ukraine released photos of the one-on-one encounter between the leaders, the first since a tense meeting at the White House in February. And President Zelensky thanked President Trump for what he called afterward a good meeting. The White House says the talks were productive. President Trump followed the meeting with unprecedented rebuke of Russian President Vladimir Putin, questioning Russia's attack on civilians and posting on social media, quote, makes me think that maybe he doesn't want to stop the war, he's just tapping me along and has to be dealt with differently. The banking were secondary sections. Too many people are dying, unquote. Pop quiz, Hasha. The team huddle was invented in the early days. What popular sports? Football, soccer, basketball, or volleyball? Answer is football. An 1894 quarterback named Paul B. Hubbard would play Peter Gallaudet University football team, a university for the deaf in Washington, D.C., invent the huddle to prevent pushing teams from seeing his play calls in sign language. The NFL draft concluded over the weekend, finishing with the seventh round on Saturday. 257 college football players from across the nation saw the NFL dreams come true, being selected to more than 32 NFL rosters. Some of you know I played the ninth season in the NFL with the team captain the Buffalo Bills and Atlanta Falcons. With some of the TV shows here at CNN10 asked me to help viewers get an idea what the emotional roller coaster is like during the NFL draft. Check it out. NFL draft day, I was more nervous than a long-tailed cat in a room for the rocking chairs. I think that today I started losing our mind here. You don't know when you're gonna get drafted. You don't know if you're gonna draft. And if you do get drafted, you don't know what city you're gonna do move to. But at the end of the day, you don't care. You just hope your NFL dreams come true. The day I was wrapped, I was at home on my couch in Camp Hill, Pennsylvania with the people who helped get there, my mom, my dad, my brother, my sister, my family, some of my closest friends, trying to just eat some chips and dip, pretend like everything was fine. But my heart was beaten out of my chest with everything. And you see some of the teams who told you to considering drafting you, they pick other people and you starting thinking, oh man, is this going to happen? And then it happened. In the third round, phone rings, whole house gets silent. My head starts spinning. It was friends calling, say, how are you feeling? I said, I'll call you, don't call me. I hung up. My phone rings again. 97th pick in the 2002 draft. It was the Buffalo Bills asking, how do you like to move the Buffalo? I start crying like a baby. Then I see my name pop up on the ticker. It was real. What a better place to be drafted. Playing for the Buffalo from one of the best fans on the planet. And I had never seen an NFL game in person until I stepped onto the field wearing a Fields helmet with that NFL logo. Dream come true. One great goal in life is to simply aim to be a little bit better today than we were yesterday. But that's not always easy, right? Especially when tough times hit. Well, one of the best ways to empower ourselves with knowledge and information to help us navigate it. Tough times to learn from those who've been through them before. And that's exactly what we're seeing in the new TikTok trend. The younger generation, which research have named Generation Z, are asking the generation that came before them, millennial, for some wisdom, specifically about money. When a country sees several months of high price tax on everyday items, jobs become harder to get, and people start spending less, we call that a recession. And while economists are warning a recession is possible at some point in 2025, millennials are telling teens in Asia per radio, and they're sharing some of the tried and true tips for making it through. Millennial here to graduate 2009 on TikTok. Sasha walked in because of social media, and you're on the bell if you don't got it. Today's series of 10 out of 10, a pair on hero Tennessee teen. Andy Golford and Devin Hug were at the right place at the right time, heading home from school when they smelled smoke and found a fire had started at nearby retirement community. We pulled over here and I heard the people screaming. And I didn't even think about it. I kind of just jumped out and like ran upstairs. My first thought of it, I remember my grandma was there. They cleared up the wizard still inside. Two residents were treated for burns, one for smoke inhalation. But thanks to this team's quick brave action, everyone made it up to the building. Huge shout out to the Miss Golfers and Mr. Hurl. Well done. And we have some more shout outs today. There's the rest of the Billville, Nebraska, and I will give a shout out to Mr. Mercer and all the Scout and Ruiz and Club Middle School. Rise up. And this shout out goes to Mr. Emery and all the painters, SS10 Junior and Senior High School at SS10 Washington. And you had a CNN 10 Red and Black Day. We loved the photo on social media. And you're over to Crew Roots Ties. Thank you for making us part of your day. Let's have another great one. And I'll see you right back here tomorrow and CNN 10. Do. Uh, have you ever taken a personal phrase like used something trade? For example, used pawn, clothes, shoes, books, anything. I was going to sell my iPhone 14 for another impersonal, but it's hard to sell impersonal. And then I sold the specific specialized used company. Yeah, it's Yeah, I know. It is maybe I think I have to I have to sold a lower price than personal trace. Right. But it is so simple and I don't uh, there's no need to stressed. Yeah. And if I do it again, this is in the situation, I try to specialized used company. Yeah, that's good.